Hello, good morning students. Now we start new lesson number 1, real numbers. You know what is real numbers. Real numbers means all numbers. Okay, all rational numbers and all irrational numbers. Means whatever numbers you came across, all are included in real numbers. So biggest set of the numbers. Now our topic is prime factorization. Okay, it is actually topic of exercise 1.2 in textbook. So what is meant by prime factorization? So prime means prime numbers means those numbers which have only two factors, 1 and itself. Okay, some example are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, okay, etc. Now factorization means what? So factorization is nothing but a process of finding factors. Okay. So prime factorization means we have to express the given numbers as a product of prime numbers. Now before going to start our practice, first of all we have to know how to divide or divisibility rule of particular numbers. So we go through them. Then we start our practice. Now divisibility rule. If number is even, then it is divisible by 2. Now we are looking only divisibility rule of prime number, not all numbers. So it is very simple. If any even number is there, then it is always divisible by 2. Okay. Now rule of 3. If sum of all digits of a given number is divisible by 3, then number is divisible by 3. Okay, that is very important rule. You have to add or make total first of all the digits of a given number. If that sum is divisible by 3, then number itself is divisible by 3. So remember this rule. Now number 5. If last digit of a given number is 0 or 5, then it is divisible by 5. Okay, it is again simple, just like 2. Last digit must be 0 or 5. Okay, then and then only given number is divisible by 5. Now rule of 11. It is quite long. So first of all understand step by step. First, find sum of digits at odd places. Odd place means first, third, fifth like places. Then find sum of digit at even places, means remaining places, alternate. Now if difference of both these numbers means whatever you got as a total. So now difference of both these numbers is 0, 11 like this, then given number is divisible by 11. Okay, I have given one example 5, 4, 3, 1, 6, 9. Now make total of all the digits at odd places. So 9, 1 and 4. So 9 plus 1 10, 10 plus 4 14. Now remaining digits sum is 6 plus 3 9, 9 plus 5 14. So sum of digit at odd place 14. Sum of digit at even place 14. Now difference of both these sum is 0. Okay, so this given number is divisible by 11. Okay, so you have to remember rule of 3 and 11 carefully. Okay, now we start our first sum. Now what is asked? Express 9072 as a product of prime. So you have to start prime factorization of given number. We always divide by 2 whenever even number is there. So now 2. So it is 4, 5, 3, 6. Then again it is even, so divide by 2. So 2 to the 4, again 2 to the 4, 2 6 the 12, 2 8 the 16. Again it is again it is even. So divisible by 2, 1, 1, 3, 4. Again it is even. So divisible by 2. So 2 5 are 10, 2 6 are 12, 2 7 are 14. Now it is not even but odd. So obviously not divisible by 2. So look for 3. make total of all digits. So 5 plus 6 7 plus 7 14. Sorry, 5 plus 6 11 plus 7 18. So it is divisible by 3. So 3 ones are 3, 3 8s are 24, 2 left 27, 3 9s are 27. Okay, so 189 we got. Now again look for 3. Why? It is odd. So 8 plus 1 9 plus 9 18. So it is divisible by 3. So 3 6 are 18 and 3 3s are 9. Again it is divisible by 3. So 3 into 21. Again divisible by 3. So 3 into 7. Whenever you get both numbers or both factors prime, at that time you have to stop there. Don't go ahead and don't write 7 ones are 7. Okay, that is obviously wrong. Okay, so don't write this way. Only step whenever both prime numbers are obtained. Okay, now how to write prime factorization of given number 9072 equal to, okay, all these factors should be included, all left side numbers, and at last step both numbers. Okay, all left side numbers and at last step both numbers. So here 2 4 times, so 2 raised to 4, 3 again 4 times, so 3 raised to 4 and 7. So prime factorization of 9072 is 2 raised to 4 into 3 raised to 4 into 7. Okay, so this is a prime factorization. Okay, how they ask question? Express given number as a product of primes. Okay, so you have to understand first of all what is the meaning of the question. Okay, now we look at second question. Now in question number 2, 7429 is given. Okay, express 7429 as a product of prime. So we write here 7429. Okay, now start to check whether it is divisible by 2 or 3 5 7. Okay, like this. Now first of all it is odd, so not divisible by 2. So look for 3. Make total of all digits. 7 plus 4 11, 11 plus 2 13, 13 plus 9 22. So obviously not divisible by 3. Now look for 5. Obviously not divisible by 5. Why? Last digit is 9. Now look for 7. For 7 there is no rule. Okay, you have to divide in rough and check whether it is divisible or not. Okay, so now orally you can check here 7 ones are 7. Okay, then make place 1 0, then 7 6 are 42, then 9 left. So 9 is not the multiple of 7, so not divisible by 7. You can check it. Now look for 11. After 7, next prime number is 11. So we just gone through the rule, divisibility rule of 11. So make total of both these numbers 7 and 9 and 4. So 9 plus 4 13. And even place 7 plus 2 9. So 13 minus 9, difference is 4. Difference should be 0 or 11. Okay, so that it is divisible by 11. So here given number is not divisible by 11, so we have to go ahead. Now for 13, after 11 next number is 13. Okay, no rule for 13. Okay, now onwards for bigger prime numbers there is no divisibility rule, so we have to divide that number. Now 7429 divided by 13. Okay, so 13 5s are 65, 9 left. 13 7s are 91, 1 9. So 19 left. Obviously 19 is not multiple of 13, so it is not divisible by 13. Okay, so look for next number. After 13, next number is 17. So divide by 17. 7 4 2 9. Now 17. 17 4s are 68. Okay, so left is 6, again 2. Okay, now 17 3s are 51, 1 and 1, 11 left. Okay, now 9 comes. So 17 7s are 119. So it is divisible by 17. Okay, so 17 into 437. Okay, now look for 437. Okay, so we again checking process should be started from 2 only. So again start from 2, not divisible by 2. Now 7 plus 3 10, 10 plus 4 14, so not divisible by 3. Last digit is 7, not divisible by 5. Try to divide by 7. So 7 6 are 42, 1 left, 7 came. So 17, 17 is not multiple of 7, so not divisible by 7. Okay, you can check it in your rough work. Now look for 11. 7 plus 4, 11, and here is 3, so 11 minus 3, 8. Okay, so difference is becomes 8, so not divisible by 11. Otherwise you can divide by 11 also, it is obviously not divisible. Now look for 13. So no divisibility rule for 13, so 13 3s are 39. So left is 4, 47. 47 is not multiple of 13, so not divisible by 13 also. Now go ahead and divide by 17. Okay, so I divide by 17. So 4 3 7, 17. 17 to the 34, 9 left, 97. Okay, but 97 is again not multiple of 17, so not divisible by 17. Okay, so now look for 19. Next prime number is 19. Okay, this is my rough work. 4 3 7. Now we are trying to divide by 19. So 19 to the 38. Okay, 5 left, 7 came here. So 19 3s are 57. So now it is divisible by 19. So it becomes 19 into 23. But 23 again is prime number. So our factorization stops here. Okay. So this is some typical sums. It is divisible by very big prime numbers. Okay. So you should remember sum. Okay, but here understand, if any new sums is asked in exam, then you have to go ahead this way only. Okay, check one by one all the divisibility rule and all the prime numbers. Okay, up to so many big numbers you have to go. Okay, so this is the prime factorization. So 7 4 2 9 equal to 17 into 19 into 23. Okay, so 3 factors we got. You can mark one another thing also. 7429, this is the extra point I am talking to you. 7429 is a product of 3 consecutive prime numbers. These 17 19 and 23 are consecutive prime numbers. Okay, so understand this thing also. Okay, so I think you understand prime factorization of given number well. Okay, now our next topic is where prime factorization is used, means second level sums. Prime factorization is not asked directly but indirectly. So in which type of question prime factorization is needed? Okay, so for that purpose we go through our second point. Now our second point is topic 2, finding HCF and LCM by prime factorization method. Okay, there are one another method also for finding HCF, not for LCM, that is Euclid's method. But now we are not talking about that method. Okay, for this method, prime factorization method only, today we will practice finding HCF and LCM both. First of all, meaning of HCF and LCM. Okay, so I am giving you some basic concept of meaning of HCF and LCM. HCF is nothing but a highest common factor. Factor means number by which given number is divided. Okay, so highest common factor. There are so many factors between 2 or 3 numbers, but highest factor is the HCF. Okay, next LCM. So LCM means what? Least or lowest common multiple. There are so many multiples of 2 or 3 numbers, but out of this we want least or lowest, first common multiple. So this is called least common multiple. If you remember, you use them frequently in adding fractions or subtracting fractions. Okay, so LCM is frequently used, but HCF also is used in 10th standard. Now we go to our main topic. How to find HCF and LCM by prime factorization method. So rules or steps. First, what you have to do? So first step, get prime factorization of all given numbers. You mostly given 2 or 3 numbers, but never given more than 3 numbers. Okay. So first of all, how to do prime factorization, we just understand it. Okay. Now, after getting prime factorization of all numbers, what to do? For finding HCF, take common basis with minimum degree. Write down common basis only. If 2 numbers are there, then that base should be in both numbers. If 3 numbers are there, then that particular base should be in all 3 numbers. Okay, then degree should be minimum out of all common bases. Now for LCM, take all bases, not common, all bases with maximum degree. Okay, so both rules are quite opposite. Okay, you have to include all bases and with maximum degree. Okay, out of 2 or 3 same bases, if maximum degree is 3, then you have to write 3. Okay, so you will understand this both points in a practice. Okay, so these are the rule you have to remember. Finding HCF and LCM. Many students get prime factorization well, but whenever last step is there, at that time they make mistake in finding HCF and LCM. Actually that is important. Why? Because that is the main point, not prime factorization is main point. One another point. Here prime factorization is not compulsorily shown in your work. You can do your prime factorization in rough work also, and if you want in pair work also. We always show our prime factorization process in pair work only. Okay, so here our question number 1 is find HCF and LCM of 72 and 90 by prime factorization method. So we are given two numbers, 72 and 90. So first of all, we have to express both numbers as a product of prime. Okay, so now we start from first number. So 2 into 36. Now no need to explain how I am proceeding in this step. 2 into 18, 2 into 9, 3 into 3. Now both prime are obtained, so stop here. Okay, now 90. So 2 into 45. Sorry, 2 into 45. Now it is not divisible by 2. Okay, so look for 3. So 3 into 15. Now 3 into 5. So our prime factorization becomes 72 equal to 2 raised to 3 into t raised to 2. Okay, and 90 equal to 2 into 3 raised to 2 into 5. Okay, so prime factorization is over. Now how to give answer? So HCF equal to, again repeat that rule, common basis with minimum degree. So we have to write common base. Base means you know, and degree means you know. Okay, whatever in superscript, it is degree, and what is at lower level, it is base. So here 2 and 3 are common bases. So write down 2 and 3 in multiplication. Not write 5 here, because 5 is not common, not in both numbers. Okay, now write a minimum degree. So here look, minimum here degree 3, and in next one degree 1. So write down here degree 1. No need to write raised to 1. Now minimum degree of 3 is 2. Okay, because both having 2. Okay, so our answer will become 2 into 9. So 9 to the 18. So 18 is LCM. Again I repeat the process. First of all, write common basis. Common basis means they are in both numbers or all numbers. So 2 is at both places and 3 is in both numbers. So I have written 2 and 3 both. Now minimum degree. So here 2's minimum degree is 1. So I have written 1. 3's minimum degree is 2. So I have written 2. So now 2 into 3 raised to 2, 9. So 9 2's are become 18. So 18 is HCF. Now what is the meaning of HCF? By that number, we got biggest particular number by which we can divide all given numbers. So you can divide 72 and 90 both by 18. Okay, so that is the meaning. Now LCM. For LCM, you have to write all bases. So first of all, write down all bases. So far we have only 3 bases. Don't repeat base. Okay, 2, 3 and 5. 3 bases only, but with maximum degree. So write down here 2 raised to 3. Why? Because maximum degree of 2 is 3. Maximum degree of 3 is 2, and degree of 5 is 1 only. So it will becomes 8, 2 raised to 3 8, 3 raised to 2 9, and 5. So 8 into 9 into 5. First of all, 8 5s are 40, and into 9. So 9 4s are 36, and 1 0 extra. So it become 360. Now what is the meaning of LCM? You can get 360 from both numbers. You can get minimum number or least number 360 from both number. 72 into something 360, and 90 into something also 360. Okay, so how to find HCF and LCM, and what is the meaning of HCF and LCM? Okay, I hope you understand it well. Now we practice one more sum which having 3 numbers. Okay, find HCF and LCM of 36, 108, 144 by prime factorization method. So first step, show all number by prime factors. So 36, 108 and 144. So prime factorization of 36, 2 into 18, 2 into 9 and 3 into 3. Now prime factorization of 108, 2 into 54, 2 into 27, 3 into 9 and 3 into 3. Now prime factorization of 144. So it is 2 into 7 and 2. 2 into 72. Now 2 into 36. Now 2 into 18, just like first one. Now 2 into 9. Then 3 into 3. We stop where both primes are obtained. Okay. Now write down all together. 36 is equal to 2 raised to 2 into 3 raised to 2. How to write? All left numbers and last both. Okay. Now prime factorization of 108 is equal to 2 raised to 2 and 3 raised to 3. Now prime factorization of 144, 2 raised to 4 and 3 raised to, okay, 2 raised to 4, 3 raised to 2. Here 2 twice, 3 thrice, 2 twice, 3 also twice. Okay. Now how to find HCF and LCM? So HCF become, how to find HCF? By writing common basis only. Now common bases are 2 and 3 with minimum degree. So minimum degree of 2 is 2 and minimum degree of 3 is also 2. Okay. So it will be 4 into 9, 36. So 36 is a highest common factor, HCF. Now find LCM. So LCM, in LCM write all bases, but here all bases means 2 and 3 only, no extra base is there, but maximum degree. So here maximum degree of 2 is 4, maximum degree of 2 is 4 and maximum degree of 3 is 3. Okay, look carefully, maximum degree, okay, HCF common basis with minimum degree, LCM all bases with maximum degree. So here 4, here 3. So it will become 2 raised to 4, 16 and 3 raised to 3, 27. Okay. So it will become 27 multiply 60. So it is 270, 6 7s are 42, 4 6 2s are 12 plus 4, 16. So it is 2, 13, 2, 3, 4, 432. Okay, so this is the LCM which can be obtained from all three. Okay, now another one. Now find HCF and LCM of 8, 9, 25 by prime factorization method. So 8, 9, 21. Now we go first. Here it is 2 into 4, 2 into 2. Now 3 into 3 only. This is 5 into 5. You can write directly also, no need to show all these steps. So 8 equal to 2 raised to 3, 9 equal to 3 raised to 2 and 25 equal to 5 raised to 2. Okay. So HCF. Now no common base. No common base. Okay. So if nothing is common, write down 1. So HCF is 1. Now LCM. Write down all base. So 2, 3, 5. Now write maximum degree, but all are ones only. So write down here 3, 2, 2. Why maximum degree? But once only, so no minimum maximum is there. So it will become 8 into 9 into 25. Okay. So 25 is 200 into 9. 25 is 200 into 9. 9 to is 18, 00. So 1 is HCF and 1 is LCM. Here you notice one thing. These are co-prime numbers. Co-prime number means HCF is 1. HCF is 1, then it is co-prime number. So whenever co-prime numbers are given, at that time HCF is always 1. LCM is product of all numbers. Product of all numbers. So remember, whenever numbers are given co-prime, what is mean co-prime, that we know, we already gone through it in probability. Okay. So at that time HCF 1, LCM is product of all numbers. Okay. So I hope you understand very well how to get prime factorization, and using prime factorization how to find HCF and LCM. Thank you.